Combining natural scenery with urban landscapes and culture, Uruguay is a wonderful destination. After that, I discovered these 10 tourist attractions in Uruguay that you must visit on your next South American trip. Number 1. Punta del Este Beach. The most well-known beach in Uruguay is Punta del Este, which merits mention because it has been dubbed the Monaco of the South and is a popular destination for celebrities, models, and the wealthy to relax, play, and eat delicious food. Punta del Este is known for its magnificent golden sand beaches, water sports, and the Museum of the Sea, which has everything from whale skeletons to a collection of early 20th century bathing costumes. The area is also home to a sizable colony of southern right whales. Also one of the main attractions in Punta del Este, the Fingers of Punta del Este, which is a hand partially emerging from sand that became one of Uruguay's most famous landmarks. Number 2. Punta del Diablo. A lovely fishing village with undeveloped beaches and delicious seafood might be found on the Atlantic coast in a fantastically undeveloped stretch with soft sands. The region around Punta del Este is unique. Even though it is 3 hours away from Punta del Este, it still has plenty of good restaurants, boutiques, and hotels with views of the rocky waters. There is a historic fortification called Santa Teresa, Nature Reserve, and a few untouched beaches. There is another natural reserve called Cerro Verde that sits on the beach and is used to care for stranded sea turtles. Number 3. Colonia del Sacramento. This is Uruguay's bright destination and a must-see location for tourists who appreciate visiting charming ancient historical villages, shopping in a quaint little boutiques, strolling along the waterfront, and enjoying excellent dining options. The historic district of Colonia del Sacramento is a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its exquisite colonial architecture and urban setting. This old town was controlled by the Spanish and the Portuguese at various points, and each left their stamp on the city, which has since been incorporated into modern civilization. The main attractions you can find here are Portón de Campo, Ferrando Beach, Plaza de Armas, and street sites. Number 4. Hot Springs. With Termas del Arepey and Termas del Diamond, thermal springs are a reasonably common attraction in Uruguay. The oldest thermal resort in the nation is Arapey, which has natural spring waters with a temperature of up to 39 degrees Celsius and climate medicinal benefits. The location is well liked by tourists and provides lots of green space, vacation cottage, and opportunities to swim in colder, nice waters whenever you want. The Diamond Hot Springs, which have a top temperature of 46 degrees Celsius, are situated near to the Diamond River. Diamond is more contracted, featuring eating areas, tennis courts, and mini golf, in addition to 7 pools for adults and 3 for kids with different temperatures. Number 5. Salto del Penitente. This attraction is located near La Valleja, Uruguay, which has a very rocky topography. The spectacular vistas from higher up the hills, which lead to little waterfalls and natural pools, should be your major attraction. Climb to the lookout point to see the rushing, narrow waterfall while taking in the fresh air. Bring appropriate boots for the short but steep hike, and don't forget your bathing suit for the waterfall's natural pool of water. Additionally, there are other exciting activities available like rock climbing and horseback riding, as well as a restaurant that is impossible to miss among the rocky highlands. Number 6. Pan de Azúcar. Maldonado has a hill called Pan de Azúcar. Less than 7,000 people live there year-round, making it a rather small town. It is simple to understand why residents are drawn to and respectful of Cerro Azúcar, given that it is only 79 meters above sea level. The large cross that has been built into the top of it makes it simple to identify. The hill is the location of a nature reserve where native Uruguayan fauna can be seen in abundance. Even some species that were once in danger of extinction were preserved thanks to the work of the natural reserve. Go hiking, take in the scenery, and climb that mountain for the best experience. Number 7. Cabo Polonio. This is a protected area, and the only ways to get there are on foot or by horseback from the nearby town of Balizas, or via a particular route with special transportation. From Balizas, the trek is a fantastic hike over large sand dunes, a creek, and along the coastline. The majority of Cabo Polonio is made up of modest ranches and a sizable lighthouse. It has less than 100 residents who reside there in simple but charming little cabins and houses. Rustic accommodation, a store, and food for the journey are all available. One of the largest and most protected colonies of sea lions in South America may be seen right next to the lighthouse. Number 8. Punta Ballena. One of the most distinctive and stunning locations on the Uruguayan coast is Punta Ballena, which lies close to Punta del Este. One of the primary draws of this location is the viewpoint from which you can enjoy magnificent sunrises and sunsets with views of the cliff, the ocean, and distant Punta del Este city. This is one of the few locations in the world where watching a sunset is as enjoyable. Another one is Casa Pueblo, a spectacular architectural creation by one of Uruguay's most well-known painters that was once Carlos Paez Vilaro's workshop and is now a museum. To witness additional aerial views and an arboretum, head to Las Cumbres, popularly known as the Hills. Number 9. Mercado del Puerto. The port market is not like it used to be. It's more of a large area with businesses and eateries in it than it actually is a market today. Since its founding in 1868, the Mercado del Puerto has been the city's main meat and produce market till now. Weekend street markets are held immediately outside, and a daytime artisan market is close by. Because it is a popular area of the city, you might see people watch for hours on end while eating the most typical food, listening to street performers play traditional music, and getting a true sense of Uruguayan culture. Number 10. Estadio Centenario. This was constructed in 1930 for the inaugural World Cup, and it is the largest football stadium in the nation. Even if you are not a huge football fan, you must see the Montevideo's biggest stadium. Going to witness the national team is a spectacle to live in, and the intensity during the game is unlike anything else. The Centenario Estadio is a part of a bigger complex that also includes a park and other sporting venues. Due to the stadium's relatively central location downtown Montevideo, there are plenty of neighborhood bars and restaurants. To understand more about Uruguayan football history, you can also visit the stadium's museum. If you want to see more places to visit in Uruguay, you can't miss this video right here. My name is Rod, thanks for watching.